Hello, this should be recording now. Welcome to the third video in this tutorial, me making it up as I go along, Python video using the Trinket code browser where we can just use Python right here in the browser and it runs straight away on the right hand side when we use this little run icon. So Trinket, I'm liking Trinket. I'm not sponsored by Trinket or anything, and anyway, it's free to go and use it anyway. So far in the last two videos, we Martin being very slow. Martin is a black tortoise down here, and then Felicity's a red one. And what was the name of it? Edward? It's like the turquoisey cyan kind of coloured one. So the last two videos, we have got our turtles moving around. I showed you how to import things like random, the turtle object itself. We've made some functions to reset the race when I tap the arena, and then Edward, Felicity, and Martin kind of set off at different speeds here in the race function. So what I was talking about at the end of the last video is we need to change the game logic so that we've got a loop running, and each time the loop runs, we want each of the turtles to move, say, a certain amount, so that it gives the illusion, we're going to create the illusion that all the turtles are racing at the same time, instead of moving one at a time like they're doing now. So what's happening here is that for each race, we're resetting like the positions, and then Edward's speed, Felicity's speed, Martin's speed is going to be random, and then they're moving forward exactly 250 units. So maybe we want a for loop that just goes around 250 times. No. Okay, right. Let's just try building stuff. Think later. Program code first. So let's just comment all of that out. I'm on a Mac and I just did command / and that just commented everything out. I think if you're on a PC, you can do control / and it'll comment stuff out for you. So just in case you want to go crawling back to that code, we can use it. I want to look at the time. Let's try and keep this to 15 minutes. Maybe I started about 20 past, so at 35 past I'll stop and then make the last two videos very short. This will take me more than 15 minutes, so another couple of videos. Right, so what we want to do, race, we want to have a for loop. For I in range, and let's just go for 500 at the moment. So it's going to go around 500 times. And what we want to do is have Edward go forward by, now we can say, what should we call this? We'll call it his step. And the step will be a random amount. Which I can use my delta function for. Let's just remind ourselves what delta did. So return a random integer and you just put the maximum number in. Okay, cool. Right. Delta, maximum number 2. Okay, so he steps, and then we just want to repeat that for the other turtles. So they're each going to go a random step maximum of 2. And what I'm imagining is we're going to loop around more times than they would ever need to get to the end. I guess a while loop would be better here, but I'm just going to use a for loop for now, and I can change it later, and then you'll learn how to use both of them. So we want Felicity. I could really copy and paste those names instead of typing them. Step OK. And then in the for loop, we now want to, so let's comment some of the code so I can kind of keep a record of what I'm doing. I've lost the hashtag. Can I just do that? Yeah. Okay, hashtag, the hash. I just want to say move each tortoise. I know we call them turtles when we're in the digital world, but they are, if they're on land, they're a tortoise, aren't they? So move each tortoise either, a random amount forwards. There we go. I'm finding that hard to think through for some reason. Now what do we want to do? Check to see if lucky, I'm going to call it turtle this time. Turtle. Or turtle. Oh, what a wonderful word. Turtle. Check to see if a lucky turtle has 1. Smiley face. So how do we do that? We're going to say if. Oh, we have to do an if for all of them. So I'm going to write a new function for this, because what I want to do is basically say if has 1, or if has 1, and then I'm going to pass into this function that I haven't written yet the turtle that I want. So if that's true, then I want to stop the race. So stop race, and then I want to pass in that turtle. Yeah, that's kind of okay. I really need to be using arrays, that's why I'm laughing to myself. So then we want to pass in Felicity. No. Edward. So stop the race, Edward's 1. If Felicity has 1 and stop race, Felicity. And then if Martin has 1 and stop race, and then pass in Martin. And then we want to break out of the loop. We can like finish now. We don't need to check the other tortoises. And then break. I think that's how you do it in Python. You just write break, and then we won't loop around this for loop anymore. Break. And that means we'll be down here. So if we are here, then the race has finished. Cool. And we kind of just spill out here. And we've just found like the main part of our code. Okay, so I'll leave that, sorry. It just looks nonsense what I've just kind of done. Right, so I've got 2 functions to write, has 1 and then stop race, and both of those functions receive a turtle object. So has 1 turtle, I just call that tort after my turtle. So has 1 if tort dot pos, so use pos to get the position of the turtle, and then pos will return a tuple. So that's just a variable that has more than one value that you can't change, it's immutable. So I want to get hold of the x position. So that's the first component, which will be at index 0, because coders, programmers start counting at 0. So that will return the y position, the x position. So if the x position of that turtle is greater than 250, I think that's the end of the race, greater or equals to 250, then return true. Else do I have to do colon there? Return false. So there we go. So what does that do? for when I read this later on. Has the turtle got beyond, reached 250 on the x-axis? There we go. Okay, so that's that one written. And then we need another function, stop race. And that also receives a turtle, which I'm going to call tort. You can call your parameters whatever you like. And I just know that's going to be a turtle object. Okay. Turn tort. So what do we, let's just have a think about what we need this to do. So if it's 1, we need to stop the race. It would be nice to spin that turtle around and around. Let's see if that works. We can do that. We can also make turtles right. Let's just try that. So tort, go to, what would be up here at the top? Kind of 0, and then y gets larger as you go up the top. So we'll say, I don't know, 180, something like that. Or we'll put them down the bottom, maybe. Yeah. So we'll go 0 on the x-axis, and then minus 100 on the y-axis. Then we want to write, we haven't used this function yet, write, I'm the winner. Oh no, we need the name of the turtle, but we don't actually keep the name of the turtle. Right, let's forget the writing thing. I'll leave a hashtag there to do that later on, maybe in the final video if I do that one. How long have I got? Maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We haven't tested any of this code yet. Then I want the turtle to spin around, so I'll just say left to change its direction, and we'll say 360, so it goes 360 degrees around, so it's like a little celebration. Save our code, and let's go and debug. Let's press play. Okay, no bugs yet. So to start the race, I hit the canvas twice. So I hit the canvas once because that alerts our listener. Where's our listener? Yeah, our listener to listen for key presses and things. Hit it again. Right, false is not defined on line 12. Oh, I think I remember what to do. I think in Python you have to use a capital letter. Oh, it does mean that it was checking the has one, and whichever turtle that was, it wasn't beyond 250. None of them were. So return false. So things were kind of working. Oh, I should be more excited because we're actually going to see, obviously you're excited, we're actually going to see our turtles racing. This is quite a cozy atmosphere too. It's in the evening for me, and there's rain at the window, and I'm building this up a little bit. Right, let's get going. Okay. Right, our turtles have been made. Off they go, start positions. Oh! And I wrote Tulse, which you probably saw me write as I was talking about that nonsense. Right, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, the name true is not defined on line 51. Capital T's, capital T's, capital T's. Save that. Oh, we've got a turtle race. We've got a turtle race. And it's exciting. Martin, you cheeky little turtle. Felicity, she loves it, doesn't she? Go on, Felicity. And and they've gone off the screen. Oh, but there we go. That was more exciting because we didn't see who won. So that's Felicity, and she does a little dance at the end. That actually looks quite good. That's weird for me just thinking that off the top of my head. Comes down and does a little dance. I love it. Right. So we don't want them. Okay, that's about 50 minutes. We don't want them to move 250. We want them to move 200 probably. That'll hit. So maybe 180 for a shorter race. Save. Let's just run that one more time. I really want this to be 15 minutes. It's going to be slightly longer. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So next video, we definitely need to like decorate the ground maybe, and I wanted the turtles to kind of like steer up and down. So even if they were going faster, maybe their steering is important as well, and I think that makes the races much more interesting. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully that was fun. I'm really enjoying the sound of the rain. That was good. I've got a turtle race. I love this. This was great. Right. See you in the next video, maybe. Goodbye.